My main responsibility is as a point of departmental contact for editorial when they want sales figures to be provided for their journals, so that they can then have business decisions made based on the numbers that I pull off the internal systems. That's one of my main priorities. I do a lot with the department in terms of organisation. So I do conference organisation, I do logistical things for them, like process their expenses. And I'm also responsible in a business development role for helping to streamline the behind the scenes of the sales department. So trying to make our systems work that a little bit better so that sales support can get the processes through better, or so our sales executives can build orders a bit more fluidly than they previously could, and I'm pretty involved in that. The most important skills for my job are, I'd say there were two. So the first would be you've got to be quite digitally competent. On a day-to-day basis, I come up with endless numbers of IT troubles, which if I wasn't raised, with an iPad in my hand, then I'm not sure I could deal with them in the same way I do. I mean, be it some weird formula on Excel that just isn't working, or a more technical glitch with one of our in-house systems, or just literally can't get the page numbers to go on Word. I mean, there's any number of things. So digital competence it's up there. And secondly, as a sort of administrator, you need to be able to deal with a very heavy, busy workload. So time management is absolutely crucial. You need to be able to start a day with about 3 things in mind that you're going to do, and realise that by the end of the day, those 3 things you had in mind that you were going to do, they're not going to get done because departments are coming to you asking for reports, and this, that, and the other just gets in the way. So it's a really crucial part of my job is knowing how to use my time most effectively, so that I can keep my general workload going at the same time as responding to requests from other departments. The most rewarding part of my job is on the business development side of things, when I know that I'm going to be getting involved in one of Cambridge's quite big projects. Even however small a role I take in this project, or larger role, it's nice to be involved in a big. For example, if we were optimising a system and there's one aspect of that system that's pertaining to the sales team, I'll go and sit with the technical teams and say, okay, well, this is the sort of specification that I'll write a little specification and say, oh, here's what we'd like to be improved in this aspect of Cambridge Journals Online, so our reps can do this. And it's quite nice sitting down and going from that sort of tech spec phase, moving through to weekly application support meetings where we can see what I've worked on coming into fruition, and finally having it implemented on the website, and I can go around my department and say, hey guys, you know that stuff you wanted? It's there. So that's really rewarding, just taking part in a sort of a workflow kind of thing that I put the effort in and get the work back out. That's nice. The biggest challenge I faced in my job, I've nearly been in it a year now, and for the last 7 or 8 months, I've been responsible for processing sales orders for Asia and India. So it's we have a lot of customers over there, and so rather than focusing on the more business development stuff, I had to really quickly get to know our systems, and I had to get to know them very well in a very short space of time, so that when the orders started coming in, I was ready to start putting them through. And that was a real challenge because I was very new. It was my first job, and it was there was a lot of data coming straight towards me, and so I had to buckle down a bit and get my head down and just figure everything out, and I managed to do it. But it was a challenge getting to know everything so quickly. Another challenge within the same role as processing orders for Asia is that it's working globally. So when I waltz into the office, at 9, boot up my PC, they're all booting down their PCs at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So it can be quite challenging to coordinate workloads, which we do via, sometimes via Skype or emails. Emails are standard. So that's a challenge as well. Yeah, those are the most challenging aspects to my job. I really like the working culture of the publishing industry. It's one of my favourite things about it, to be honest. Everyone I meet in publishing, wherever I've worked, they've been great. Everyone's just really laid back and friendly and really easy to get on with, and always up for just talking about stuff, and also really enthusiastic about what they do, quite passionate. I think that's one of the things about this industry, is for some reason it seems to attract people who are really passionate. So it's really nice being surrounded by that sort of enthusiasm on a daily basis. And so it's really easy to get on people with your colleagues, you know. You make friends with them really easily, and then, you know, both socialising inside and outside of the office is just like, it's really good. So I'd say that the culture is the one thing that I really would champion it as a highlight of working in the industry, definitely.